Ooh. Okay, uh, I guess we're back. So welcome to Second Life. You're looking at my avatar right there. And so what do I do in Second Life? Absolutely nothing interesting. Usually, when I'm not building things, well, I haven't really built anything. When did I last build anything? Well, maybe last month when I made a few simple items. Sold maybe one or two of them. Anyway, well, I'm back in Second Life. I'm always in Second Life these days, but I haven't what do you call this? I wasn't streaming any of them because again, absolutely doing nothing interesting. Of course, if you find fishing or Linden dollars interesting, then what can I do about it if you find it interesting? So, I'm here in, where is this place? I forgot where this place is. So, this place is called Zoe, or the name of the place is Zoe's Breedables. Zoe's Breedables, and you can see my avatar is holding a fishing rod. And there is a band line. So, you see this yellow line? It's like a police line. It's a band line. That means my avatar can't go over to that land. You see the red line, that is the, what do you call this thing? Parcel or land boundary. So this land or that land is different from this land. And I can't go there, unfortunately. Don't tell me I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded with ban lines. Okay, I'm supposed to be fishing. But where is the buoy? I don't see any virtual fishing buoy. Where could it be? Okay, coordinates 117113. Okay. Uh it took me nowhere. So the red arrow is pointing over there. Okay, so the problem now is the height. The height is 3,799 meters. Nope. There's a problem with the landmark. The land don't want me to go there. Okay, I'll just go find a different place. If you don't want me here, it's not a problem. I'll just go somewhere else. Okay, let's see here. And there you go. We have a fishing buoy. You can see the virtual fishing flag. Yep. This place is called Kiki, Crafties, and Fishing. I have no idea what a crafty is. But look at that. My avatar is surrounded with crafties. Water crafties. My guess is it's some kind of pet and breedable. There is I guess you can call it a sub game that you can play in Second Life, and that is you can take care of pets and then you can breed the pets to make better pets. And then you can sell those pets to those who want to buy your pet. It is a big industry in Second Life, and there are all kinds of things. There are kitties or cats, there are ponies or horses, there are plants. Yes, you can also breed plants. There's so many things, and it all, if I'm not mistaken, it all started with Cyan chicken. Unfortunately, that breedable is dead. I made quite a good amount of money, or Linden dollars, with Cyan chickens back in the day. Not anymore though, because the game, that particular breeding game is dead. But there are new ones, and I guess you can say better ones. But unfortunately, they cost getting started costs a lot of Linden dollars. And I'll because I'm starting because I'll be starting from the beginning, that means I'll have to do a lot of learning how to breed whatever pets or animals that are available out there. Okay, so this is gonna be super exciting. Absolutely nothing interesting here, just my avatar fishing for Linden dollars. You can see the virtual fishing hut over there. I have 48 small bait and 0 Linden dollar earnings. And look at my timer. My timer is counting up. It's not a countdown. It's not the final countdown. It's a timer because it's counting up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is an avatar. Yeah, okay. Why is the avatar gray? Because my I set my complexity to 20K, which is the minimum. So if an avatar appears and it has the avatar has a complexity higher than 20K, then they will not render. And that's it. That is the live stream. Just standing here, my avatar is standing here next to the buoy. And trying to catch some Linden dollars. There is no fish. There is no fish. The fish is an illusion. It is an illusion. Unless of course you're fishing with 7 Seas fishing game. With 7 Seas, you can actually catch fish. Although you can discard them, or you can set up what do you call this? And there's a feature where you can automatically discard all the fish. If you don't want to catch any fish and you just want the points, especially if you are in a fishing contest, the points are more important than the fish. With virtual fishing, there is no actual fish. The same with magic fishing, the same with fish hunt, the same with super fish. There is no actual fish. Okay, so while my avatar is fishing, I'm going to go and check out what's happening in, I guess, in the world. Let's see. Going to check out YouTube and find out what's trending. Okay, you can see here, look at that. YouTube is recommending my channel to me. How nice. I know how you play YouTube. You're trying to trick me in thinking. You want me to think that you're pushing my content. But in reality, it's just an illusion, just like the fish in virtual fishing. Okay, what do we have here? Floor cleaner runs water over electrical contacts. Whoa! Billions in woke investments lost as agenda implodes worldwide. Sweet Baby Studio shuts down.
Updates on the ongoing battle against identity politics within the world at large. From investment firms admitting defeat as billions and even trillions are lost in the chase of agenda, to financial analysts pleading
Of course.
to reject the woke crusade. Beyond this, we have games tied to these concepts currently failing.
The agenda is more important than making money, because capitalism is bad.
Let's talk about those investments and how things are going. Well, to put it to you straight, it's going horribly, fellas, for these investors when it comes.
By the way, guys, if you don't like money,
From Fandom Pulse,
guess what? I kind of like money. So if you don't like money and you want to throw them away, you are free to throw your money my way.
I'm sure you've also seen that whole Jaguar ad nonsense too, probably. It's the one with
Look at that.
first people
Nice.
colorful outfits, which has absolutely nothing.
This ad
Stuff like this
will make everyone in the world wanna buy a Jaguar. Look at them. They hate us. They hate us. Let's go buy a car.
Because companies refuse to actually make
Let's
products.
buy a Jaguar because they hate us.
They're instead in these echo chambers agreeing with themselves, and in turn it's costing them trillions of dollars in the process. This rejection of wokeness is being felt widespread, and now the Alliance Defending Freedom, which is a collection of American investors and advisors that manage over $16 billion in assets, have issued a joint letter against any and all corporations to cease their crusade for identity politics. Here's what it says. We are investors, investment advisors, fiduciaries, and proxy
look at that. Look at that. The investors.
And the state financial
The investors had enough. They don't want to lose any more money.
Representing over half of the country that focuses on free market principles, federalism, and economic freedom, while protecting taxpayer dollars through strong fiscal responsibility and responsible financial management. We write to urge you to provide needed transparency to shareholders on pressing cultural issues that are impacting your companies. This November, the American electorate overwhelmingly rejected the ideological takeover of political and civic life by narrow-minded identity politics. Critical race theory and diversity, equity, and inclusion tried to promote belonging and inclusion, but in reality sacrificed true diversity and equal opportunity by focusing only on differences based on skin color, sex, or religious status. It is now a liability for any institution to tout adherence to
DEI is not meant to unite everyone. It's meant to divide everyone. It's right there in the acronym. DEI, diversity.
Faced with public exposure for the mere existence of DEI programs in their companies,
they want to split
Harley Davidson, Jack Daniels,
people into different groups
from DEI and related commitments to the far-left human rights campaign. The downfall of DEI even extends to college campuses, as the New York Times Magazine recently reported. A 10-year investment of $250
They are trying to foster tribalism more and more.
That University of Michigan's own data suggests that in striving to become more diverse and equitable, the school has also become less inclusive. I could keep reading more and more of this letter, but I think you all get the point.
I'm going to say it again. Their definition of inclusivity is this.
The agenda being pushed by mega corporations.
If you don't agree with them,
Jaguar right now,
or if you have a different opinion and beliefs,
cannot continue,
then you are excluded.
This rejection of
Their definition of inclusivity is our definition of bigot.
Of the leftist political agenda that has been infecting everything for so long. We all lived for 4 years as a world under the weak leadership of a liberal leader in America, and it then spawned all sorts of calamities, and the ruin that spewed from that leadership spilled over to other countries as well. Simply put, we are done. Nobody wants this anymore, yet they will continue to push it because they truly believe it is what you actually want in the end, despite the results not giving the feedback that they desire. Even AsiaAssetManagement.com had an article from earlier this year foretelling just how poorly this is going for these investment firms that are pushing DEI. Their article is titled, ESG Investing Loses Luster. This was published in June of 2024. And what it actually says rings true even now, all the way near the end of this same year. The article
You think
environmental, social, and governance.
you think it will lose luster over time? You think
Reaction against it now highlights the risk of poorly thought out measures. It also means that time may have been wasted in the quest for financial solutions in the climate fight. A net US 40
they have this idea of if they
reported on June 6, citing
target a different audience, it will add up to their existing audience, completing the whole picture. But in reality, what happened was
right-wing US
because they are trying to
in assets. Asia Assets.
appeal to this new audience, they alienated their actual and core audience. So what happened? They lost their core audience, and the new audience, the modern audience, were not buying their products.
Has said multiple times that the game industry specifically is not dying due to this injection of wokeness. Yet he also ignores the fundamental fact that his job is tied to a company.
Only in the West, by the way, only in the West. I'm not sure about Japan though. Japan is getting bullied into all this nonsense.
For the industry at large.
And because they're trying to be polite, they just go along with it.
Intelligence report in January, global ESG assets surpassed $30 trillion in 2022 and are on track to top $40 trillion by 2030, or over 25% of the $140 trillion of assets under management projected by that year. But the recent trends have raised questions about this growth. Estimates of the amount of assets managed in the form of ESG can vary widely depending upon the definition of what constitutes investments that should fall under the categories of environmental and sustainable, especially, and sometimes of governance too. The issue that is likely to be raised by the seemingly growing disenchantment with ESG is whether money would be better directed into other forms of sustainable investments, such as impact investing. More fundamentally, there is the prospect of securitizing ESG investments made by multilateral development banks like the World Bank, which are becoming increasingly involved in climate change prevention and sustainability issues.
Again, with the climate change.
Overall, this woke pandering nonsense is
before they start calling it climate change, they were calling it global warming.
Of course,
but because the world did not
when ESG was making a roaring comeback,
warmed up,
you can see the fruits of said labor.
They realize that you might get exposed. Hey, I thought there's a global warming, but why is it not warming up? It's getting colder and colder. So now they replace global warming with climate change.
Originally, nobody was buying the game. Of course, it was worked on by Sweet Baby Inc., which is a company tied to ESG and DEI and has direct ties to all the other.
The thing is, the climate is always changing.
It's not even the end of it, since Reflector Entertainment recently laid off about 18% of their employees as well. In case you forgot, Reflector worked on the flop that was Unknown 9 Awakening.
And as human beings, all we can do is adapt.
That just kills white men constantly. The game was meant to spawn almost 10 plus multimedia projects from a TV show.
Ah, look at that. Unknown 9. Nice. Unknown 9.
Due to how poorly
it had, it peaked.
Was also in a very similar way bought to the
at less than 300 players in Steam. I'm not sure if this game is available in other platforms, but in Steam it peaked at less than 300 players. Amazing. They spent millions or even hundreds of millions of dollars making a game that was played by less than 300 people in Steam. Good job, ESG.
It's very weird how every one of these games that are both ESG and wokeified are being made almost exclusively by new startup studio companies, besides stuff like Rocksteady with Suicide Squad, which is an anomaly, I guess. But anyway, these are then sold for a premium to legacy industry giants, whether it's Sony with Firewalk and
honestly, they should continue with what they're doing.
Doesn't meet their expectations remotely, and then things implode. The only people here who win in the end are the—
Wait, there's another avatar on that side over there. See, there's another gray humanoid looking character. Another avatar. We're the dust born. We're the newborn. We're the reborn. We're the born.
We're right behind you.
Oh my goodness. I think they should have just let the AI wrote them a song. I refuse to believe that this song was written by AI.
Even upcoming releases like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle are allegedly being largely ignored by the gaming public. There were also rumors that this...
Okay, when I saw the trailer for Indiana Jones, I was not impressed with the animation. Also, game developers, please,
Indiana Jones, as reported here by Fandom Pulse, is having abysmal...
stop making games
In fact, they're currently 80
that are big.
to Dragon Ages. If you
Honestly, the size of modern games are like 100 GB these days.
works for a retail chain in America,
Most of that size are just textures.
of these games as well.
They should give us low resolution packages because not everyone is into high fidelity graphics.
2 of those pre-orders were canceled. Overall, pre-orders for Indiana Jones in total at this specific retailer were 257 pre-orders in total, which is, yes, abysmal. And unfortunately, I can't say where this person works, but trust me when I tell you, it's a...
We don't need, come on gamers, we don't need a 4K pebble.
A side-scroller's post where he...
You know, a small pebble with 4K graphics? No, we don't need that.
It's terrible, and it's the same thing over and over again. All of this stems from this open rejection of ESG across the board, as you'd expect. People are sick of agenda pushing and the nonsense that comes with it, yet these companies are
We don't need actual grains of sand. Oh my goodness.
and it's clearly costing them money in the long run. But you know the writing is on the wall when places like CNN back in 2023...
We don't need actual strands of hair. We don't need to replicate the billions of strands of hair that we have on our head on video game characters.
Of $163.2 billion. And a reminder that $163.2 billion was lost when ESG was still being pushed as the...
We don't need to see all the imperfections on a character's skin.
2024, this almost sacrilegious speak has become a rallying cry, and this number has skyrocketed into the trillions. And this is why you'll have people attacking you, especially those who work in companies that are tied to or kept afloat by these very investments. Because they have no choice but to dance for their investors because they depend on them for their own survival. It's why you will never hear Jason Schreier of Bloomberg bad-mouthing ESG or admitting that yes, these games are all failing because they're forcing ideologies into them. He'll always spin the story like a good yes man does and find a way to place the blame on a CEO or corporate greed instead. As if adding microtransactions to a game is the reason why they died, and not the fact that they made everything gay and pandered like crazy. Sure, Jason, whatever you say.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point...
I'm just going to repeat this. There is nothing wrong in making a game for the LGBTQ plus community because guess what? There are gamers who are member of the LGBTQ plus community. Now,
the new norm, and then it did really well and continues to...
There is also nothing wrong if you don't want to play an LGBTQ plus game, especially if you're not into LGBTQ plus content. There's nothing wrong with that as well.
And the occasional jab at their reporting. But I don't think Paul Tassi is anywhere near as phony as, say, Jason Schreier is, but anyways, I digress.
And if game developers want to profit with on LGBTQ plus games, they need to scale down the cost of their development.
PS5 game ever, which is a bit excessive. A lot of articles like these were being made at the time, by the way, that we shouldn't be praising Stellar Blade, because it's nothing special, even though personally it's in my top games of the year easily and I love the game. Then recently, Paul Tassi, yet again of Forbes, then wrote this article. Stellar Blade, one of 2024's best games, is finally on sale. Oh, now it's one of the best games of the year, Paul? I thought it was a bit excessive, don't you think? Of course, he then says this in his own article. By the way, this was all founded by Grums on Twitter. Here's what Paul said in his article.
That is the reason why I don't read any of that crap. I just let the content creators do the reading for me. I don't have to go there and give them my view. or give them an ad view.
Stellar Blade is probably in my top 3 games of 2024, and I'd consider it one of the year's best, especially if we aren't counting expansions like Shadow of the Erdtree. Wow, Paul, so the game being rated really highly was a bit excessive. Yet you just said the game was nothing special and so on, but of course this was in a part of 2024 where you still had your liberal president. And ESG was not doing well, but it was still ongoing. And the narrative at the time with games journalists was that Stellar Blade was bad because Eve was too hot and so on. But now Trump wins, ESG is
They're
done.
not journalists. Come on, Endymion. Are you listening to me, Endymion? I guess not. They're not journalists. They're propagandists. Or just call them writers.
I love how quickly these journalists change their tune depending on how the wind is blowing. They're political chameleons. Eventually they'll start running stories saying that they never attacked players, and they're magically saying, oh, actually, I always loved sexy women in games. Right, of course you did. Yet if Kamala Harris won, you'd be drinking your soy lattes and putting the word brat unironically in your articles to pander for the next 4 years instead. It's why what I always say, which is that this whole ESG thing, the whole movement, the money, the people, the opinions, none of it was ever genuine. When the trillions
It's fake.
their bellies were full,
It's fake.
they didn't say anything that
They're
was
just doing it for the money.
payments kept coming. And like animals in the wild, they will pivot in any way they can to ensure they can survive, even if it means completely abandoning their morals and admitting to things that only 6 months ago, if they wrote, their journalists and industry friends would then crucify them over. This is what I mean when I say people don't trust journalists anymore, because you guys don't have any consistency. It's just like how wokeness is. It's a virus that is constantly changing and morphing its form based on what needs to be accepted so that it can grow and survive. How can you guys call yourselves journalists with integrity when you can't keep your own?
They're not. They're not
journalists.
journalists.
This is to PC Gamer, IGN, The Gamer, and so many others. They constantly will say whatever they need to as long as it's considered socially acceptable. But I implore you all to never forget what these journalists pushed, how they hated on beauty and based gaming for years, calling you bigots, phobes, and so on, and then they'll shift the goalposts like they always try to do, and then create new narratives.
That is why you don't give them your ad views.
Surprised if Paul Tassi, unironically, just starts wearing a Make America Great Again hat if it means people will take his opinions.
Again, most of these gaming websites, they make their money from ad revenue.
Their darling didn't get
So if you don't go to their websites,
both Kotaku and this game,
they won't get any ad revenue.
ESG and DEI agenda openly, very much so. The Kotaku article is titled, "The Game Awards should happen after the year is over, like every other award show." The timing of Jeff Keighley's award show cuts games like Dragon Age The Veilguard off at the knees. So now journalists, like this Kenneth Shepard of Kotaku, are complaining that their very game got snubbed because of time constraints. Wow, okay then.
Nah, the game is bad.
Kotaku then says this in the very same article. Inevitably, there will be those who will say the Veilguard was
The general consensus is that the game is bad.
the bad faith, transphobic, and racist nonsense that's been surrounding the games for months. There's a discussion to be had there. It is without a doubt one of the more divisive games in BioWare's catalog.
Also, stop with the phobic nonsense. No one hates anyone,
Failed for the same reason why
or no one hates someone because of their sexuality.
chasing the agenda. It's because nobody wants us anymore. Your own game journalist friends are turning on Dragon Age aplenty all over. Just go look it up.
I'll bet that they're hated because they're a bunch of assholes,
Get nominated because it wasn't worthy of those nominations. That's all it was.
and it has nothing to do with their
Last year,
sexual identity.
wasn't nominated for anything at these websites nor the Game Awards either. Even though, fun fact, Hogwarts scored higher critically than Dragon Age did as well. So like always, when the games not pushing what they want don't get nominated, it's totally fine. But when the games they want to get nominated don't get nominated, but also push ESG nonsense, suddenly now it's a problem and we all need to do better. Okay, got it, Kotaku. Totally not at all related, right? Look, I platinumed and 100%ed both.
My mouse is having a problem. It's double clicking.
That Hogwarts is a much
I don't know what I don't know why
actually also
it's happening.
part of the world, unlike Dragon.
It's the constant issue that I always encounter with
I don't even really like Harry Potter that
with
much.
any mouse that I used. Even the Razer. Yeah, I had a Razer Death Adder a long time ago. Even that one
The show for comment, but didn't answer in time for
had the same issue. I would click once and it would do two clicks.
celebration of them.
It is very annoying.
Exactly it. It's why I tell people don't take the Game Awards as gospel. It's not a show meant to celebrate games.
The Game Awards is a clown show. It's for entertainment. It's not even entertaining.
All it's ever been. If the Game Awards actually cared about video games, they wouldn't have the trailers and celebrity guests. But they know that nobody cares about these awards enough, so the only way that they can get people to watch it is with trailers or giveaways. I don't frankly care who or what wins any awards this year.
They can have naked women in the Game Awards and I would still not watch it.
But the fact the wokeness they pushed has been so defiantly rejected is proof that this cannot continue. They're losing trillions, their games and other products are not...
Well, the Game Awards is making millions.
And Kotaku is mad that their woke slop game didn't get nominated enough. Too bad, better luck next time I guess. It'll be very interesting to see where games end up by next year. Will wokeness be eradicated 100% or will it simply get worse?
Wokeness will never go away. It's a religion.
One thing remains true.
People are already obsessed with it.
And the audience is absolutely over it. Just stop pandering and start making great games again, or you will continue to feel the wrath of the millions of players you freaks keep rejecting. Maybe we can up those
wokeness
next year if we
is the new Catholic Church.
That's what I got for you today. Thank you for being here. Subscribe. Have a great day. And I just want to say I'm proud of you all for being so defiant in your rejection of this nonsense.
By the way, I'm Catholic. Okay, I guess that's it for this one. Let me give this one a like. Making fun of him, Stephen King. They're the same picture. What? How can they be the same picture? Look at that. They're not the same. Look at the poor girl on the left. She got replaced by the girl on the right. Because I'm not even white, but it's really weird that being white is bad. I think there's a word for that. Racism. It happens to all of us. What do you mean? People are not ready for this. Ready for what? 5 hours ago. I'm going to check this one out.
I miss it. I miss the Trump speeches. For real, though, it was my favorite speech I've ever seen a president give. It was the night the United States killed the leader of ISIS. He walks up in front of the entire world at midnight and just goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is
so
dead.
good.
He died like a dog. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes. For no reason. It wasn't a prepared speech. Just mean shit talk for 40... The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world.
This shit was fucking good.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Donald Trump's version. Obama's version is very robotic.
He died like
I would not listen to that for 40 minutes.
a beautiful dog. A talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. And here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
The United States has conducted...
just like, how the fuck,
Did not-
bro? How does...
Okay, not gonna lie, that was really funny. What do we have here? Kirk returns. This is the Star Trek short film. I have watched the short film a few times already by watching reactions from other content creators. They hate you. Of course they are. What is, ooh, look at that. Wow. Okay, 1 hour. The money might be drying up for them. Rev says this to react. What? This is Rev? Rev is a female? I didn't know. He sounds like a male. Looks bad for Dragon Quest. Why? This video is humiliating us. This is old. It's old news. Okay, Racer D, Speed Racer, final race. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. I remember watching the cartoon or the anime when I was younger. It was so weird. Battle of Exile 2 has only one major worry. And what is the worry? Are they gonna be happy if they start worrying? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if my microphone is working. I haven't checked. Last time there was I don't know exactly when, but I did a stream and I forgot my microphone was muted. 25 lunches. Ooh, wow, that's so many lunches. You'll get fat by eating 25 lunches. Again, look at that. Look at that. YouTube is recommending my own live stream. Asian parents going through your room. This game changed my life. This is one of those video type games that I've seen in Steam. I think they're more like a visual novel, but they are presented in video format. You know, in real life, not real life, but what do you call? I forgot what you call it. Let's see, video. I can't remember. There were old games that tried this, but of course, it's you know, back in the day, the technology is not that great, so the quality of the videos are not that good. Okay, this was like posted a day ago. I'm going to check this out. It's only a minute long.
Let's see here. Civic education lesson. Education is important. What's this?
The guy is saying, get out of their way. Don't block the road. People are trying to go to work.
True.
Why are you guys doing this?
Just kick them away. Yep. First to move, I fuck him? Is that what he said? With one hand. He's dragged his ass over there. Oh my god. The only thing I don't like about this clip is that it wasn't a cop writing them a ticket and arresting them. That's really what should happen, right? They're selfish. They're so obnoxious. I don't like oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand in the road, and that way the cars are on the road longer. Oh wait, they have to use more oil then. If somebody is caught doing this, they should be given like a mandatory 40 hours of community service actually cleaning up a local park. You want to make the world a better place? All right, now you have to.
No. They should send them to the front lines. How games are hacking color theory. What is this? Let's go check this out. This was like 2 days ago. The Real Game Awards has a much needed category. I'm not interested in that. You can say that from Razer. Are they talking about me? There are times when I would see a lot of interesting topics or content or videos. But then again, sometimes I wouldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything I'm interested in watching. Okay, so this is V. For those who don't know, Elon Musk is the #1 Diablo 4 player in the world. He did it by buying up everything, buying up all the good items and equipment in the game, and then trolling the bosses by one-shotting all of them.
Like, one of the things a lot of pro-establishment journalists like to do is to counter-signal. So they pick a person that they really dislike for whatever reason, and then everything that person does has to be evil. Oh my goodness, 2 scoops of ice cream. Oh my goodness, ketchup on the steak. And in the case of Elon Musk, it turns out that he plays video games, and even the gaming press is foaming at the mouth, just writing all these bizarre, and then I say weird articles. It's like, oh, you're not supposed to play the game this way. Oh, he can't be that good. Oh, he must be cheating. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Like, Elon Musk is a human being, you know? Like, if you can respect someone for pronouns and you're saying, like, every person is worthy of dignity, why do you not extend the same hand to the gamers?
Because what they're saying is fake. It's not real. There's a reason why it's called virtue signaling.
Celebrity like gaming?
They're not actually good people. They are the most vile creatures
Oh, this is not the
that ever walked the planet.
Shut the fuck up. Back then you were writing pieces.
Wait a minute, there's music.
The game is too hard.
I hear music.
We can't play it. We can't review it. It's too hard.
Where's the music coming from?
Became experts at playing the game, you know? Then all of a sudden, all these game journalists from Polygon and Kotaku were writing guides. I'm not kidding. For those of you who don't know the controversy, Kotaku is basically becoming the 2View website. Like, no one reads it. And the parent company was like, look, you need to write game review guides because you're game journalists. This is how people find you. Like someone goes on Google and goes like, how do I get better at Elden Rings? And then you have like IGN, here's 10 ways to improve your build. They click on that and that generates clicks for the website. That's how people find the gaming websites now.
Oh, come on, this is so stupid. Where's the music coming from?
They tune in every day. So they're basically telling Kotaku, you need to write some guides. And they were like, oh, it's too hard. No, we're not doing that. And then they had like 4 or 5 people quitting because they were more interested in mortal busybodying to gamers rather than writing guides. But
there is someone here,
to write guides. Like this
here at the fishing area that is playing commercial music.
Such and such. Okay. So you can understand how much they compensate and how much they hate him. Like if he starts playing Doom, I'm thinking that Polygon might actually have a trailer with Doom or Cuphead, right? Like Cuphead was the one that Polygon couldn't get past the tutorial. No, Elon Musk seems to be like a geek, you know, a person that likes rockets, space, and plays video games. But you know, I even saw journalists scoping.
He also likes money.
With video games, if only he would go out in the real world and he would accomplish something.
And pretty women, I think.
But at least try not to act like you're unhinged.
He also like pretty women.
So it turns out that Elon Musk is actually good at Diablo. Who knew? In an interview, I think it was with 60 Minutes, he pointed out that he's number 4. No, with Joe Rogan. Pointed out that he's number 4 on the ladder in Diablo, and Joe was like, well, like, really? And it's like, yeah, he's number 4. And he's live streaming this. It's not like he's cheating or anything. Like, people can actually see him do the clears and do the runs, and it's on the internet. He's got like millions of followers. If he was cheating, you would think that some person would point it out. No, the man actually plays the fucking game. And I'll tell you why he is good. I'll tell you my opinion. But anyway, he's playing the game, and now he became the number 1 in the world. And so the journalists who weren't talented enough and failed at getting a job at CNN and actually ended up working for Forbes are now coping and seething. They're coping and seething, and they're writing articles and saying, as of right now, his 1 minute and 56 seconds run is not showing up on the Hell Tides list. Not sure how often that updates. Well, maybe as a game journalist, you should know how often that updates. You can just ask ChatGPT. It's not that fucking hard. But anyway, again, this is why they didn't make it into CNN. Did Elon buy his way here? Did he cheat somehow? Or is he just the world's luckiest RNGer? Maybe, I don't know, this is astonishing. Maybe he's just good at the game. Maybe he's just playing it a lot and he got good. Yeah, I know game journalists.
Guys, listen up. Not everyone is Nadia. Okay, not everyone is Nadia. There are people out there who are really good at playing games. I'm not good at playing games. I just enjoy playing games.
Like, here's the thing. Blizzard is not the same company it used to be. All right, they're not into making fun. They're not in making entertainment. They hired all these HR hacks that created a toxic culture of oppression at their company where there's literally no fun allowed. No jokes, no banter. All they do is they lecturing their customer. Like how does it make sense if you have Blizzard employees that steal breast milk from the refrigerator and in return, in order to make up for that, they start lecturing customers about sexism? And they're lecturing customers, if you want to play World of Warcraft, make sure you don't say any sexist jokes. And they start removing all the flirts and all the jokes with sexual connotation from the game. And they start making their female characters look like men with wigs. And all of that culture, do you not think it reflects in the product it creates? And if you have people that are...
I like that, men with wigs.
Do you think they can actually make good stories? They actually took a person, a morbidly obese manifestation of an HR hack, and placed her in charge of the...
This is so insane. Where is the music coming from and why is it playing? How do I mute it? I have to turn off the volume
person in charge who never wrote anything.
of the client itself
All these talented people have to answer to...
because of that music that plays somewhere.
After after that? How much do you think they remain when you have like you're one of the world's best writers and you have to answer to this trash that has no idea on how to write? Like, of course they're killing their talent. Of course they're sapping away every type of person that has any ounce of creativity from that company. So you end up with Diablo 4. No one likes Diablo 4. Look at its player base. Compare it to Path of Exile. Everyone is going to play Path of Exile 2. I guarantee you, Elon Musk is going to play Path of Exile 2, and he's not going to make it number one of the ladder. Like, sure, you know, if you play a game where there's no competition, and there's just like few people competing, if you actually try, if you actually are interested in playing it at a competitive level, then yeah, you're going to have an easy time climbing the ladder. It's kind of like, you know, in Counter-Strike, there used to be...
Test.
And I'm not even taking away from Elon Musk's accomplishment here. Maybe he is good, but I can't tell. You can't tell when it's like 10 people playing the game and he's number one. You know, like if there were 100,000 people playing the game and he was number one, then it would be different. But like right now, it's like, well, I genuinely can't tell if he's a good player or not. But I guess he is, because he's at least putting the effort. Because that's another thing, you know. If you play a video game and you manage to hit gold, you know, like you're playing Age of Empires and you're hitting gold rank, it's not really that impressive. I mean, sure, you know, you're looking at the leaderboard and you're better than 60% of the players. Like, you're already, you know, you're looking as if you're in the top. But when you think about it, there's a lot of people that play without trying to be competitive. Like, they're just playing casually and they're just making an account. They're playing 1 or 2 matches. They get ranked silver and they never try, right?
Actually, Elon Musk has a few hundred pilots.
It's quite small.
They're the ones playing the game for him.
So, when you manage to hit a good rank in a game that not a lot of people even try, like for instance in Diablo, most people, they just level their character, they know the...
I like how V is saying Diablo. He say it like Diablo.
You know, being the number one in a game that already has like very few players, and on top of that, the few players that have most don't even try to climb the ladder, and then the ones that do try to climb the ladder don't invest that much time in it. Yeah, I can see why he's number one. Again, I'm not taking away from his skill. I'm just saying, like, it's difficult to assess that. Now, if he manages to get number one in Path of Exile, I'm like, okay, well, that's really impressive. But even so, let's assume that Elon Musk manages to become number one in Path of Exile. That still wouldn't be the most impressive achievement he has. Like, the man was the co-founder of PayPal. He's the CEO of SpaceX. He's the CEO of Tesla. He owns Twitter.
Elon Musk is just doing side quests now. He already completed the main quest. He's just doing side quests.
And he is the world's richest man. Like, the fact that he would be, like, number one at any gaming, that's like, pfft. Like, I'm sorry, you know, you can cope and see as much as you want, and you can say, well, he doesn't deserve it. Okay, but de facto, he is those things. Like, all those accomplishments, any single one of them is extremely, exponentially more impressive than the fact, oh, he's number one on Diablo 4 ladder. God. But yeah, you know what game journalists are saying? If he stopped playing and went outside, then maybe he could become something, right? Just is like, this is co-pensive envy, you know? Like, you can acknowledge the man's accomplishment. I mean, I'm looking at George Soros, right? I can acknowledge that he is a wealthy business person and he knows how to make money, despite the fact that I dislike his policies. Like, not everything that he does has to be evil. Like, if George Soros was playing a video game and he was, like, number one at it, I would be like, well, wow, okay, that's impressive. But I wouldn't be like, oh, is he cheating? Is he buying his way? Is he, like... You just look petty if you do that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.
And there you go. V got mad. We got mad to those who are questioning the accomplishment or the achievement of someone called or someone named Elon Musk. How dare they? Ah, look at that. There you go. That's the hour, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, I'm still fishing. Still fishing. Okay. The maximum number of casts that an avatar can do is, I believe, 40. Okay, game of the year. Let's check this out so that you guys can take a look at what this game is. You'll find many. I'm not sure if many, but I've seen a few in Steam because I enjoy going through discovery. That way I find a lot of games I never knew existed.
Okay, guys, I have no idea what this is gonna. I've never played a game like this ever in my life. 4 or no balls. Fine.
너 지금 뭐?
Sausage. Wait, guys, no. Look at her. She's mad. Hold her. Oh. Is that the right way? Is that?
미친 거 아니야?
Well, I didn't know he was gonna do that. That's not what I thought he was gonna do.
그런 사람이 되겠습니다.
Wait, it's having me hit on the guys.
이딴 스펙으로 잘도
You
들어올
really think you
생각을
could get in
했네요.
with this? What a bitch. No, bro. Not. It's at a playground.
저 완전 체인 멤버인데. 자, 저 팬티에 사인해 주세요. 저기요. 사랑해요, 박민성.
Who's this guy? No, bro.
형?
Like, you guys want me to speedrun the sex offender registry.
여기 앉아.
싫어.
Wow. You guys are ruining this.
뽑아주셔서 감사합니다.
오늘 몇 시에
What time
출근했죠?
did you get to work today?
9시 조금
You got
넘어서
after
것 같습니다. 아,
What?
네, 알겠습니다. 과장님, 여기요.
What?
Imagine that, a woman with big breasts. Yeah, the wokes will not like this one.
Say that. Don't tell them. Fuck! Nice. Wait, what did she ask? I wasn't paying attention. What's her ideal type? I think we're gonna go with height because she was wearing heels. Oh my god.
키 엄청 보시죠.
맞아.
I
난
don't date
180
anyone
야간 안
under
만나.
180 centimeters.
있다고
You think you can
생각하는
date me just because you're wait,
아니요.
what? Oh,
난 그만 먹을래.
done eating. Uh-oh.
잘 먹었어 유만 씨.
Uh-oh.
앞으로 하숙 잘 부탁해. 들어도
my
모를 거야.
God.
MBTI
저 과장님이 말씀하신 스타킹 사왔는데요.
줘봐요.
Give her the fishnets? Guys, I'm literally gonna go to HR for sexual harassment if I do that.
그냥 검정 스타킹 내놔.
Hand me the bar. See, that's the one I was gonna do. Damn, I fucked this up bad. No, it's not. I feel like this is not even my fault. Y'all want me to pick the wrong ones, and then I do it, and then, yeah. Okay, yo, be honest. Be honest. 100%.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
What do I smell like?
You smell old.
Fuck.
So I guess I was kind of right. It's like almost like a visual novel type of game. Again, you will find games like this in Steam. Just go to Discovery. I've seen a lot of weird games in Steam through Discovery. And I don't have any filters. Well, I do filter out non-games, because there are also non-games in Steam. But besides non-games, I get to see everything, even adult games or mature games and NSFW games. There's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of weird games in Steam. Anyway, guys, what happened? Where is the? It doesn't appear. Yeah, it doesn't appear here. The thing that shows when I'm talking, it doesn't appear here. I wonder why. Why? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it for the hour. There you go. An hour of absolutely doing nothing interesting in Second Life. Okay. Unless, of course, you find fishing in Second Life interesting. Good for you. Well, I do find fishing in Second Life interesting because it gets me Linden dollars. So I did like maybe an hour. And I got how much? I got almost 9 Linden dollars. Yay! I have so many Linden dollars. Yay! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. As always, come on, guys, follow the channel. Okay, follow the channel, give it a like, and share it to everyone you know. I have no affiliate link for Second Life. I used to have one, but they kinda discontinued their affiliate program. I think their affiliate program is by invite only. It's only for large content creators. Yeah, I think anyway. So guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.